In this video, we will talk about the Knights Templar. Explore the rise and fall of this medieval Christian military order. The Knights Templar is one of the most fascinating and mysterious organizations in history. They were a medieval Christian military order that rose to power during the Crusades, became incredibly wealthy and influential, and then fell dramatically in a matter of years. Their story is filled with bravery, intrigue, and controversy. In this article, we will explore the Knights Templar's rise and fall, their role in history, and the legacy they left behind. Introduction to the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar, also known as the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, were founded in 1119 CE. They were a group of warrior monks who combined the roles of soldier and monk. Their original purpose was to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land, modern-day Israel and Palestine, during the Crusades. Over time, they grew into one of the most powerful and wealthy organizations in medieval Europe. The Templars were known for their distinctive white mantles with a red cross, their strict code of conduct, and their military prowess. They played a key role in the Crusades, but their influence extended far beyond the battlefield. They became bankers, builders, and advisors to kings. However, their rapid rise to power also made them many enemies, which ultimately led to their downfall. 1. The rise of the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar emerged during the Crusades, religious wars between Christians and Muslims over the Holy Land. After the First Crusade, 1096 to 1099, Christian kingdoms were established, but pilgrim journeys remained dangerous due to bandits and Muslim forces. In 1119, French knight Hugues de Payan and 8 companions formed a group to protect pilgrims, taking vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. They were granted quarters on Jerusalem's Temple Mount, believed to be Solomon's temple, earning their name, the Knights Templar. Official recognition and growth. In 1129, the Templars gained church recognition at the Council of Troyes. With this endorsement, they grew rapidly, receiving donations of land, money, and recruits. They were granted privileges like tax exemption and the right to build churches. By the mid-12th century, they became a powerful military force, establishing fortresses across the Holy Land and Europe, known for their discipline and bravery. Military achievements. The Templars were key players in many Crusades battles. Their notable victories include the Battle of Montgisard, 1177, where they defeated Saladin's larger army, and the Siege of Acre, 1189 to 1191, which became the Crusader state's capital. They also fought alongside King Richard the Lionheart at the Battle of Arsuf, 1191, securing a crucial victory. Wealth and influence. The Templars grew incredibly wealthy through donations and a pioneering banking system. Pilgrims could deposit money in Europe and receive letters of credit for cash in the Holy Land. They used their wealth to build castles, churches, and fund military campaigns. At their peak, they owned thousands of properties across Europe and the Middle East, becoming one of the most influential and wealthy organizations of their time. 2. The fall of the Knights Templar. Despite their power and wealth, the Templars' fortunes began to decline in the late 13th century. Several factors contributed to their downfall. Loss of the Holy Land. The Crusader states in the Holy Land began to fall to Muslim forces in the late 13th century. In 1291, the city of Acre, the last major Christian stronghold, was captured by the Mamluks. With the loss of the Holy Land, the Templars lost their primary purpose. Many people began to question why the order was still needed. Without a clear mission, the Templars struggled to maintain their relevance. Growing resentment. The Templars' wealth and power made them many enemies. Kings and nobles were jealous of their resources, and some people accused them of being arrogant and secretive. The Templars were also exempt from local laws, which made them unpopular with some rulers. This growing resentment created an environment where the Templars were vulnerable to attack. King Philip IV of France. The downfall of the Templars was largely orchestrated by King Philip IV of France, also known as Philip the Fair. Philip was deeply in debt to the Templars and saw an opportunity to seize their wealth. He also wanted to consolidate his power and reduce the influence of the church. In 1307, Philip launched a campaign against the Templars. He ordered the arrest of all Templars in France on charges of heresy, blasphemy, and other crimes. The charges included accusations that the Templars worshipped idols, denied Christ, and engaged in homosexual practices. Many of these accusations were likely fabricated or exaggerated. The trials and torture. The Templars were subjected to brutal interrogations and torture. Under duress, many Templars confessed to the charges, including the Grand Master, Jacques de Molay. These confessions were used as evidence against the order. In 1312, Pope Clement V, under pressure from King Philip, officially disbanded the Knights Templar at the Council of Vienne. The order's assets were transferred to another military order, the Knights Hospitaller, although much of the wealth was seized by King Philip. The execution of Jacques de Molay. In 1314, Jacques de Molay, the last Grand Master of the Templars, was burned at the stake in Paris. According to legend, he cursed King Philip and Pope Clement V as he died, declaring that they would both meet him before God within a year. Interestingly, both Philip and Clement died within a year of Molay's execution. This dramatic end to the Templar story has fueled many myths and legends about their fate. 3. The legacy of the Knights Templar. Although the Knights Templar were disbanded, their legacy lives on. They have inspired countless books, movies, and conspiracy theories. Here are some of the ways the Templars have left their mark on history. Influence on banking. The Templars' banking system laid the foundation for modern banking. Their use of letters of credit and their network of financial institutions were revolutionary for their time. They provided a safe and efficient way for people to transfer money across long distances, which was especially important for pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. Architectural achievements. The Templars were skilled builders and architects. They constructed many castles, churches, and cathedrals across Europe and the Holy Land. Some of their buildings, such as the Temple Church in London, still stand today. Their architectural innovations influenced the development of Gothic architecture, which became popular in medieval Europe. Myths and legends. The Templars have become the subject of many myths and legends. Some people believe that they discovered hidden treasures, such as the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant, during their time in the Holy Land. Others think that they secretly survived their suppression and continue to exist today. These stories have captured the imagination of people around the world and have made the Templars a popular topic in literature and film. Influence on Freemasonry. Some historians believe that the Templars influenced the development of Freemasonry, a fraternal organization that emerged in the 17th century. Many Masonic rituals and symbols are said to have been inspired by the Templars. While the connection between the two groups is debated, the Templars' legacy is often invoked in Masonic traditions. The Knights Templar were a unique and powerful organization that played a significant role in medieval history. They rose to prominence during the Crusades, becoming one of the most influential and wealthy groups of their time. However, their power and wealth also made them targets, and they were ultimately destroyed by a combination of political intrigue, jealousy, and false accusations. Despite their dramatic fall, the Templars' legacy endures. They are remembered as brave warriors, skilled bankers, and mysterious figures who continue to capture the imagination of people around the world. Whether as historical figures or subjects of legend, the Knights Templar remain one of the most fascinating chapters in the story of human history. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.